Meteorologist Patrick Crawford here at Weather Nation, where we are now talking about Weather Undefeated, where we combine weather and sports, two of my favorite passions. And we were going to go ahead and talk about all the sports. Today, we're focusing, though, on the sport of cricket. I'm joined now by Tom Dunmore, the Vice President of Major League Cricket. Tom, thank you so much for joining us here on Weather Undefeated. Cricket is a sport that I don't know much about. I think there's maybe a lot of people elsewhere that don't really know a whole lot about this sport. Can you kind of give us a summary on what the sport is and what it's about?
Yeah, it's a bat and ball sport with the same roots as baseball. So if you understand the fundamentals of baseball, cricket's actually not that hard to grasp. It's about hitting the ball as far as you can or trying to get the batter, in our case, out by being caught or a couple of different methods that are quite similar to baseball. Big differences are you play on an oval, so there's no foul territory. You can hit the ball in any direction, 360 degrees. The game length that we play, which is a version called T20, is about the same as a baseball game, about 3 hours. Second most popular sport in the world, a couple of billion fans.
How do you prepare for the weather with this sport? You're talking about summer in Texas. Obviously, the heat is going to be a big issue.
Yeah, actually, cricket is one of the most weather-dependent sports in the world, perhaps the most in some ways, which is very interesting. You can't play in the rain. Sort of like baseball, but even more sensitive to it. So the surface gets impacted by the weather very, very quickly as well. You're diving to catch the ball in the outfield as well, so the grass can't really be wet. And then the overhead conditions in cricket play a big part. So in England or in the US, somewhere like Seattle, where you have a lot of cloud cover, it's actually going to impact the game a lot. The ball will swing, bend in the air more when there is more cloud cover. So hot, dry conditions like in India or maybe in parts of the US in the summer lend themselves to other types of bowling as well, where the ball, when it's bouncing on the ground, because it's so dry and hard, will move more like a curveball. So the weather, in fact, in cricket is something that's talked about every single day, from both the day-to-day to sort of the longer-term climate of different areas of the world and how it impacts the game on the field. So the weather has a massive impact in all aspects of cricket.
You talk about the launch of Major League Cricket. I didn't even know about this until I started talking with you about it. I think this has to be a very exciting time for you guys there at Major League Cricket.
Yeah, a new professional sport launching in America, and one of the world's biggest sports. That doesn't happen very often. So we're launching this summer, July 13th to 30th is the tournament. 6 teams taking part, representing big cities from around the country. Most of the games will be in Dallas this summer at the stadium I have on my virtual background here, Grand Prairie Stadium, which is a cricket-specific venue.
Tom Dunmore, Vice President of MLC Major League Cricket, we appreciate you joining us here on Weather Undefeated.